My gaze rests upon you, my child, and I perceive how readily your focus is drawn in many directions. I know your days are full, your mind often busy, and countless matters compete for your notice. I see the care you take in deciding where to direct your energy. Yet I must ask you to pause. This is not to add a burden, but because my deep affection moves me to speak of something you cannot yet fully see, something that silence would ultimately obscure. There are influences that desire for you to simply move past this moment. Their approach is not always open opposition, but rather a quiet drawing off, a steady current of activity designed to keep you from true stillness. They seek only to keep you engaged, unreflecting, perpetually in motion, so you never truly halt and listen. Their objective is simply to delay, redirect, and set aside the quiet wisdom within you. I speak now precisely to prevent this. These influences prefer you remain unaware, for what I share with you will bring clarity. Understanding weakens their hold. It gently loosens the subtle bonds that tie you. When your perception clears, you naturally withdraw your approval from whatever has been quietly diminishing your spirit. This is why I impress upon you the importance of this time. Not because you lack inner strength, but because you stand at the edge of an insight that will reshape your journey. I would not interrupt your path like this if it were not profoundly significant. I do not come without a clear intention. I know how often your inner calm is disrupted, my beloved child. I understand the value you place on moments of quiet attention. This is why I chose this specific instant. What remains hidden from your awareness is already having an impact, and my concern for you does not wait until harm is undeniable before I speak. Please resist the urge to put this aside. I recognize that inner voice. It often presents itself as reasonable, soft, suggesting that this can wait for a time when you feel less tired, less pulled, more prepared. But later has already taken a greater toll than you realize. That later has often stretched into long periods, and when you finally returned, the understanding you sought was more difficult to grasp. I invite you into this present moment. My intention is not to hasten your pace, but to ensure your safety. Your attention is being deliberately guided away, and recognizing this truly matters. Not every call on your focus is harmless. Not every demand upon your time is without its impact. Some diversions are skillfully arranged to prevent you from recognizing gentle shifts within your heart, what saps your inner vigor, what gradually separates you from a state of peace. I am not here to find fault. I am here to illuminate what has been occurring, so you can make choices from a place of clear vision, rather than unconscious habit. I perceive the fullness of your days, my precious one. I witness the responsibilities you carry, the expectations placed upon you, and the immense effort you expend to maintain balance. Yet I also see beyond this. I see how your inner being has been quietly approached, not through sudden difficulty, but through persistent weariness, not through disarray, but through an unbroken flow of sound and activity. This is why you feel a deep tiredness that rest does not fully resolve. This is why your spirit feels burdened without an obvious reason. This is not by chance. Open your heart to this now. Remain with me. This message offers safety. It shields you, not from my presence, but from the subtle influences at play. True safeguarding does not always feel gentle or easy. Sometimes it manifests as a halt, an urgent request to stop, observe, and truly hear. That is precisely what I am doing in this very moment. I speak to you out of my deep affection, not because you are falling short. Understand this clearly, my cherished one. This is not a correction born of displeasure. This is a caution stemming from profound care. If you were truly failing, I would not be this near. If you were beyond my reach, I would not be addressing you so intimately. I speak because your existence is precious, and what unfolds around you holds significance. Do not let this moment slip away. What remains unobserved can still affect you. A lack of awareness offers no shield for your spirit. Insight does. When you understand what is unfolding, you gain the ability to respond in a fresh way. When you perceive the subtle influences, you can hold your ground against them. When you discern the underlying arrangement, you cease to fault yourself for feeling adrift. I offer you this clarity so you can find your calm once more. I know a part of you may wish to turn away, my beloved. Not from indifference, but because profound matters can feel heavy. I understand the inclination to remain in comfort rather than face what is not yet visible. But a sense of comfort founded on anything less than truth will not endure. I present truth to you now, so your inner quietude is not founded on something easily broken. You might sense a stirring within you as you hear these words. That is not apprehension. That is a deep inner recognition. Something deep within you grasps the gravity of this moment. Something inside you perceives this is more than just fleeting words. This is precisely why those influences hope you will simply dismiss this. For if you remain, you will begin to perceive connections you were always meant to understand. My aim is not to overwhelm you with details. My purpose is to sharpen your inner sight. True understanding, when guided, unfolds with gentleness. You are not required to comprehend everything immediately. You only need to remain present long enough to perceive what has eluded you. My child, you have shown great perseverance for a long time. You have borne responsibilities far heavier than most realize. You have pressed on through periods when true rest was needed. You have continued to be active even when your spirit longed for stillness. Your resilience is commendable, but it has also created a subtle openness. A spirit continually in motion is more readily influenced than one that is openly hurt. That is why I step forward at this moment. I am not displeased by your activity, nor disappointed by your diverted attention. I understand the relentless demands this world places upon you. Therefore, I speak with a sense of immediate importance, not with judgment. I am not here to diminish you. I am here to awaken you softly, before your deep tiredness settles into a dullness of spirit. Stay with me just a little longer, my precious one. Allow your breath to steady. Let your heart cease its hurried pace. You are not required to answer now. You do not need to make any choices at this instant. You simply need to listen. The act of hearing itself is a safeguard. I know you may be inclined to view this as overstated. I know you might wish to lessen its weight to make it easier to dismiss. But hear my words. The times of greatest vulnerability are rarely those filled with noise. Sometimes, my child, even when your world feels calm and steady, a quiet change is already underway. I speak to you now because my deep affection cannot allow that subtle shift to continue unnoticed. You are not alone in this very instant. I am here with you. I do not watch from a distance. I am present, addressing your spirit directly, for you merit this time of stillness. Open yourself to it now. Remain here by my side. This communication is not meant to cause alarm. It is here to keep you safe, to steady your steps, to bring back your clear understanding. Do not turn away. Stay. Your decision regarding this specific time carries a significance beyond your present understanding. My child, I truly see your many obligations. I observe the full days you navigate, my beloved child, the endless stream of information reaching you, the tasks that seem to stretch without end. My gaze notes your thoughts constantly turning, how one day blurs into the next, and even moments of quiet feel rushed. I understand you began this day without expecting to stop, and I genuinely regret stepping into your present in this manner. I do not undervalue your time, my precious child. I know how vital each passing minute feels to you right now. Please understand my full intention. I am not stopping your momentum because of any error you have made. I am not stepping in to blame you, to offer a harsh correction, or to add more weight to what you already carry. I am pausing your day because I love you, my beloved. And sometimes, affection steps forward even when it feels inconvenient. My loving concern does not always await an ideal opportunity. Love acts when protection is needed. I recognize the immense effort you put forth to maintain order. I know the sheer determination it takes simply to move through each day. You bear responsibilities unseen by others. You resolve difficulties quietly. You appear ready even when tired. You continue even when your spirit feels stretched. I witness all these things. I respect your steadfastness. And I am not present to lessen your strength. My presence is due to the heavy burdens you've shouldered by yourself, my cherished one. I wish to offer a gentle apology, as I know being halted can cause irritation. You might feel there is no room for another demand, another sound, another request. But listen closely to my words now. This is not a command. This is an offering. My request is not for you to place another obligation upon your schedule. I am asking you to stop, because moving forward without full awareness will cost you more than pausing briefly with me. Love intervenes gently when comfort begins to hide danger. Comfort can be good, yet it can also dim your awareness. When life rushes by too swiftly, my child, you cease to notice what is happening within you. You stop sensing the quiet promptings of your inner self. You lose sight of what is draining your energy entirely. I am stepping in, not to break your peace, but to protect it. I am not finding fault with your active life. I know this existence constantly pulls at you. I know distractions are everywhere, seeking your attention, your energy, your emotions. I do not condemn you for engaging with them. I understand how easily one can be carried away. That is why I am intervening now, softly yet clearly, before deep weariness becomes numbness, and numbness leads to isolation. This pause is not an accusation. It is a safeguard. I am not pointing a finger. I am extending my hand. I am saying, come close for a little while. Allow me to show you what remains hidden when you are always in motion. You are not struggling. You are not failing. You are treasured enough to receive a warning before harm quietly takes hold. I know a part of you feels regret even hearing these words, my child. You question if you should be accomplishing more, seeking me more, listening more. Release that feeling of regret immediately. Regret is not my message. It pushes you away. Affection draws you nearer. I am not here to force your attention through shame. I am here to welcome you into security. I perceive the exhaustion of your spirit, even as your physical form presses onward. I see the tiredness you do not speak of. I observe how your joy has lessened recently, how your calmness feels fragile, how your thoughts seem scattered. None of this signifies weakness. It shows your humanity. And it confirms for me that this pause is essential. I would not stop you in this way unless it held profound importance. I would not enter your active existence unless remaining silent would deprive you of something invaluable. There are times, my beloved child, when delay seems helpful but is truly harmful. This is one such time. Delaying would mean permitting you to continue ahead without perceiving what draws at you from the shadows. You might sense reluctance at this instant. You might wish to rush through this and return to your responsibilities. I understand that impulse, but remain with me for a little while longer. Allow yourself to take a breath. Let your shoulders release their tension. Let your inner rhythm settle enough to hear me clearly. I am not here to burden you with excessive detail. I am here to rekindle your perception. Clear sight offers choices. Choices bring freedom. When you perceive distinctly, my child, you can proceed with wisdom. When you are unseeing, even good intentions can guide you toward depletion. I know how highly you regard being dependable, trustworthy, and productive. These qualities are not flawed, but when they begin to displace rest, connection, and awareness, they become burdensome. I interrupt your course now, my child, lest you become unseen while attempting to uphold all other matters. This present time is not about fixing anything instantly. It is about observing. It is about discerning what has been unfolding beneath the visible aspects of your active existence. It is about allowing me to stand beside you in the center of your day, rather than merely at its edges. I am near to you at this moment, my child, not demanding, not displeased, not far off. I speak softly, yet with a pressing necessity, because a pressing necessity does not have to be severe. A pressing necessity can be filled with care. A pressing necessity can be thoughtful. A pressing necessity can signify that you are profoundly important. I desire for you to feel secure here. Secure enough to cease pretending strength. Secure enough to acknowledge your weariness. Secure enough to absorb my words without needing to explain yourself. I am not requesting you abandon your duties. I am asking you to permit me to assist you in bearing them. You have shown great endurance for an extended period. You have adapted. You have persevered. But strength without repose eventually becomes strain. I am pausing you before strain transforms into something more difficult to ease. Please do not view this as yet another item seeking your attention. Consider this time a gentle gift of peace. I am not separate from your journey, my child. I am woven into every part of it. I desire to walk alongside you always, not just to appear when you are at your limit. Stay with me now, my precious one. Let this quiet moment be a true awakening. May this moment affirm that you are never solitary, even amidst your most demanding periods. You are seen. You are treasured. You are kept safe. I called you to pause because your spirit matters more to me than any daily task. I called you to pause because your inner self deserves protection. My words will flow softly, clearly, and with deep affection, should you choose to linger and hear. My beloved child, I want to speak plainly about what that which opposes me wishes for you right now. Not to cause fear, nor to make you doubt everything around you. Rather, it is to help you understand what is truly happening, so you are no longer blind. Seeing clearly is not a cause for alarm. Understanding reveals what tries to stay hidden. When you recognize things as they truly are, my child, what lingers in the shadows loses its hold. The opposing force does not seek to challenge you with grand confrontations or sudden troubles at this time. That is not its current aim. Its hope is far more subtle, much simpler. It wants you to dismiss this present moment, to think it holds no value. It wishes for you to look away, convincing yourself that this can be dealt with later, thereby missing what I am offering you. Delay is a favored method. It never feels dangerous, does it? It appears reasonable, a quiet whisper. This can wait. There's no hurry. Other things demand your attention. Such soft suggestions prevent any alarm. This is its effectiveness. It slowly draws you away from clarity without ever seeming to directly stand against it. That which opposes me does not require your outright turning away from me, my precious one. It only needs to keep your focus scattered, so you never truly hear. It does not need you to fall apart, only that you keep moving without true awareness. It does not aim to capture your trust, but simply to cloud your vision. A mind that drifts is more easily swayed than a spirit that is genuinely troubled. To simply look away might seem minor, a brief lapse in focus. Yet, in your spirit, such an act often covers a deeper avoidance, appearing as normal behavior. It is a turning from something profound before its message can fully settle within you. This is not out of defiance, my child, but because deep truths can feel heavy when weariness already weighs upon you. The opposing force understands your burdens, my cherished one. It recognizes your mental tiredness and your exhaustion. Therefore, it does not apply harsh pressure. Instead, it gently pulls you, filling your surroundings with noise, making other matters seem urgent, so this present encounter appears unimportant. It does not need to silence my voice. It only needs to make it hard for you to hear. What truly concerns them is not your strength, my child, but your clear understanding. Strength can be misdirected, or it can lessen over time. But insight changes your direction. It allows you to stop agreeing to what drains you. It helps you recognize patterns you've been in without knowing why. Insight returns the power of choice to you. This is why I speak to you now, my beloved. A part of you is waking up to truth. You have felt it already. That sense of things being out of balance, that gentle, persistent unease, that feeling of being busy but lacking inner peace. These are not random feelings. They are messages. And that which opposes me hopes you will ignore them until they fade from your awareness. I want you to grasp this without fear, my child. The opposing force has no power over you. It cannot command you. It cannot force you. This is why it relies on distracting your attention. It works through your unspoken agreement. When you remain unaware, you unknowingly accept burdens I never intended for you. When your understanding awakens, breaking that silent agreement, they do not fear your outward actions or your increased energy. They fear your quietness and your sincerity. In quiet reflection, truth is revealed. Sincerity uncovers deceptions you have unknowingly lived by. This is why this moment holds such importance, my precious one. For inner quiet and genuine self-reflection are often hard to find. Delay prevents you from seeing the connections. It keeps you from grasping the cause of your weariness, why joy seems less, why peace feels fragile. It leads you to blame yourself for situations beyond your control. Clear understanding changes self-blame into insight, and insight opens the way to freedom. The opposing force hopes you will dismiss these words as exaggerated, my child. It wishes for you to lessen their meaning, allowing you to avoid discomfort. It wants you to say, "This isn't for me," even when a deep knowing within confirms otherwise. Reducing the importance of truth is simply another way of delaying your response. It allows you to remain undisturbed, yet unchanged. My purpose in sharing this is not to instill suspicion toward every notion or worry regarding every diversion, my beloved. That is not my purpose. I tell you this so you might see with clarity. Such clear vision does not bring unease. It brings inner calm. When you understand what is happening, you stop reacting without thought. Perhaps you ponder why perceiving my direction has become more challenging recently, why choices feel more confusing, why inner calm feels fragile. This does not arise from any remoteness on my part. It is because your focus has been dispersed. Dispersed focus makes everything feel unclear. Concentrated focus restores clarity. I want you to understand that your spirit's discernment needs quiet to function well. In the same way your physical form requires repose for recovery, your inner being requires quietude to perceive what is real. When stillness vanishes, your spirit's discernment weakens. You come to lean only on reason, on familiar patterns, and on pressing demands, rather than on true wisdom. This is not because you are failing, my beloved one. It is because you are carrying too much. Declare amen if you have faith. My dear child, I have watched you lift others with a smile while wondering, will I feel calm again? I tell you today that peace and joy return because I am at work within you right now. Lean in and accept what is prepared. When you call to me with honest trust, I answer quickly. Say, "I need help," and watch doors open. Your trust, moves obstacles, and good things are already on the way. You have been strong for long seasons, supporting others even amid doubt. I see the effort behind every smile. I also see the quiet ache beneath that smile, the tears held back, and the days you doubt that happiness is still for you. Hear this. It is. You were not built only to endure. You were built to live fully, shine openly, laugh with ease, and carry steady peace. The world sells fragile happiness tied to success or brief thrills, but I give joy with deep roots that stand through change. Let thanks rise again for sunlight, kind words, and small wins. Let ordinary moments regain wonder. And if today feels plain, remember this. Let go of the pressure to predict every turn or solve every puzzle. I give you energy, lift your spirits, and point you in the right direction. My outlook for you is never built on shortage. It is filled with steady hope that reflects what is good. Waiting, struggle, and victory all belong to a bigger picture I am shaping for you. So step ahead with courage. Talk with me freely. Lay down what weighs on you and rely on promises that will not collapse even when answers appear in surprising ways. You are not on your own. My presence surrounds you. My strength steadies you, and my care holds you. Release anxiety, accept my assurance, and walk into the future I prepare. Your heart has reason to celebrate because I am near, and the good gifts I have arranged already begin to surface. You are noticed, heard, and valued beyond measure. Keep seeking, trusting, and believing. Open your heart, and you will find calm that grounds you, stamina that carries you, and certainty that reshapes your view of tomorrow. I guide you always. Move with confidence, knowing I stay beside you, and let my steady care settle into your thoughts. I am your reliable guide and the source of strength running through every moment. You are not simply looked after, you are treasured and held in lasting support. Take this truth into the deepest part of you. I walk with you, lighting the way I have prepared ahead. As you listen, let the words rest over you, nourishing your spirit and waking your heart to the hopes I keep for you. My care has appointed you to carry joy wherever you go. If you pass these thoughts to someone facing hardship, you will notice comfort spreading. I stand ready to help with every challenge, offering insight that opens closed doors. Within my care, you will discover tools to rise above obstacles and courage to enter the life you are meant to live. Today I breathe fresh energy into you, replacing despair with hope. This light moves through you, clearing memories of past mistakes. I have renewed your core, restored your inner strength, and reignited purpose. Remember, you are not alone. I have never stepped away from you. Each difficulty you meet is a stepping stone toward greater wisdom and fulfilled potential, not a dead end. I will not let you slide back into shadows of doubt. Keep your gaze on the guidance I offer. Brighter days approach. There, joy and peace wait for you. I have granted you a fresh start, a clear page for a new story. Do not wander back to isolation, to fears that once chained you, or to the days before you sensed my nearness. You are stronger now, ready to meet every barrier, and the old feeling of being cut off will vanish. I remain your constant companion, an unfailing presence beside you. Trust this, and you will find resilience for any test. No challenge, however large, will outmatch you. You will learn to steady your emotions, staying calm even in fierce storms. Hardship will not break you. Instead, struggle refines you, shaping you into the person you are meant to become. When fatigue threatens to overwhelm, rest knowing I never lose sight of you. Your worth is etched deep in my heart, and my commitment stands firm beyond time. This very moment is special, My voice meets your heart. Feel my care forming a safe wall around you, unshaken by hardship. Whether you stand on peaks or walk through valleys, my support stays constant. I shield you and provide in perfect timing, giving strength when you tire and comfort when you wait. Find me inside. I delight in turning the routine into something surprising. The conversation you did not expect, the breakthrough you have waited for, the quiet calm you thought was lost, can all return in a single moment. What looks ordinary can shift without warning, revealing goodness you could not have planned. Ordinary moments often hold unopened gifts, waiting for a mindful glance. Trust that I can transform even the most unremarkable hour into a turning point, placing encouragement right where fatigue once lived. I mean this minute too. Do not assume joy will fade. It is not a brief escape. I am giving your heart a new rhythm, lighter steps, deeper trust, freer movement. Hard days will still come, yet your soul will be steadier because it draws strength from a deeper source. You will learn to breathe slowly in chaos, to find rest even when expectations press on you, and to nurture hope when others give up. This change reaches the core of how you see the world and how you see yourself. Walking with me means this happiness is only the beginning of a new way to live. If my words stir your heart, keep them close and let them guide your decisions. When you wonder what to do today, choose joy. Let it answer fear, slow racing thoughts, and interrupt worry with genuine laughter. Train your mind to look for small signs of kindness and celebrate them in the moment. Allow your heart to rest in the steady truth that I am for you, working for your good at all times. When you catch your reflection, do not see only someone who has survived. See someone still standing, still loved, now smiling from a place of renewal. I have ensured that happiness meets you today. Step into your day, expecting good things to unfold. When quiet joy settles in one life, it spills over. Expect the calm I give you to overflow in conversations, messages, and everyday tasks. Your laughter may teach louder than 1,000 speeches. By receiving joy, you become a courier of hope. Share it freely. It was never meant to wait for perfect conditions. My spirit awakens wonder right in the middle of the routine. Strength grows through persistence, and persistence comes easier when delight walks beside you. Stay with these words to the end, because joy multiplies for those who linger. Every paragraph plants hope. Every sentence pours living water that refreshes tired corners of the mind and heart. Give yourself the gift of attention, letting the meaning settle instead of rushing on. Just as a field drinks gentle rain slowly, your inner life absorbs encouragement best when you pause, breathe, and simply receive. In lingering, you practice hope, choosing to believe that careful attention is worthwhile and fruitful. The longer you remain under this gentle rain, the softer your interior ground becomes, and delight rises faster. I am here, wrapping you in lasting care. Your struggles are seen, your prayers reach me. I move within your life, guiding each step. If you sense my closeness, treat it as an invitation to lean even further. Whatever you give, time, trust, or kindness, speaks loudly of your confidence in the path ahead. I place my hand over you now and speak this truth. You will know happiness today. May laughter rise from places you assumed were dry. May peace settle into your heartbeat, setting an even pace that carries you through tasks and conversations. May new curiosity draw your gaze to details you once overlooked, turning plain hours into moments of quiet discovery. When night falls, may you whisper, "Hope stayed with me from dawn until dusk," and fall asleep in gentle confidence. Carry this blessing like a flame. Return to it whenever clouds gather, and pass it to anyone who needs light, comfort, or encouragement. A flame shared does not shrink, it doubles. Small sparks can guide travelers through long nights, and your reminder may be the signal someone has been waiting for. Keep it burning with gratitude. Each time you remember the gift, the glow grows brighter in you and around you. Remember that generosity never exhausts the source within you. The more you share, the stronger the glow becomes. If the flame seems to dim, pause, breathe, and recall moments when comfort reached you unexpectedly. Those memories act as fresh fuel, restoring brightness and resolve. Remember, joy is not a passing visitor. It is a committed companion, sent by unending love. If you have been waiting for a sign, let these lines be it. They come from love without limit, offering forgiveness, renewal, and hope. Open wide and receive this gift of grace, an embrace that covers you completely and urges you forward with calm confidence. Let its warmth echo in every word you speak and every choice you make today. Today marks a turning point. Encouragement, renewal, and restored connection between us. Doors you have knocked on with patience swing wide open. Where no path seemed possible, I clear a passage lined with opportunities that fit your gifts. My power snaps the chains that held you and removes every barrier that slowed your progress. Step through with steady breath and lifted head. As you cross the threshold, notice how hope feels different. Lighter, more practical, ready for everyday use. Take the first steps boldly, trusting the ground beneath you. Past burdens no longer define you. I declare freedom. Freedom to rise, to act, and to move boldly into the future prepared for you. I have known you from the start, and my affection is constant. Let these words bring calm and clarity. Draw near, and I will show wonders. Walk by trust, and I will guide each step, supplying wisdom when choices are unclear, and courage when the road turns steep. Celebrate even small progress, for each stride confirms that the past is behind and possibility lies ahead. A kind word, a listening ear, a simple act of service, these gestures outlast this life. Purpose is not a distant landmark, but a daily choice to reflect my heart in all you do. When you slow down to notice a need, you mirror my attention. When you encourage someone who doubts their worth, you echo my voice to them. Welcome the adventure of growing closer to me, and watch ordinary encounters turn into meaningful exchanges that echo far beyond the moment, leaving quiet trails of hope wherever you pass. The world tempts you with quick thrills, but true fulfillment grows from knowing me closely. Approach my word with hunger, not just to learn, but to change. Let it challenge habits that hold you back, comfort weariness, and guide you when you feel lost. Prayer is not a chore, but a dialogue where your soul meets mine. When you set aside time for this, I release wisdom and calm that anchor you in every storm, allowing you to stand steady when circumstances shift. Over time, you will notice that inner peace shapes outer actions, influencing everything you touch. This journey calls for patience, because growth is gradual. Much like dawn edging across the sky, change sometimes unfolds too slowly to track, yet it is real. Every moment you spend seeking me lifts your spirit and realigns your heart with lasting purposes. Celebrate small indicators of progress, new insight, steadier breathing, kinder words, because together they form a sturdy foundation. When fear tries to dim the light within, pause and remember this unchanging truth of my care for you, and breathe out whatever does not belong, welcoming fresh courage in its place. I have not placed a timid spirit in you, but one of power, love, and sound thinking. Fear twists the future into shadows where I see victory, but complete love drives fear away. When anxiety knocks, answer with the certainty that I hold your destiny secure, and that nothing escapes my notice. Walk through deep valleys with my hand in yours, knowing I will not abandon you. Speak courage to your own soul, reminding yourself of my steady nature and of the strength I pour into you each new morning, and watch discouragement lose its voice. Every challenge is a stage to reveal my faithfulness. Do not hide your struggles. Your story can lift others from despair. Whether you have battled dependency, endured heartbreak, faced betrayal, or mourned deep loss, your journey through fire, carried by grace, can become a lifeline for those who feel alone. Share wisely, letting others see my hand in every chapter of your healing, so they understand that hope is possible for them as well. In this way, your pain gains purpose, turning into a compass that points weary travelers towards solid ground. Your story announces that I turn ashes into beauty and sorrow into joy. When self-blame tries to chain you, remember my forgiveness is thorough and lasting. Once I wash you clean, no trace of guilt remains, and you can move forward freely. Speak this truth aloud when shame whispers. Let the sound remind you that the past cannot veto your future. Live each day in gratitude, knowing that freedom invites creativity, curiosity, and compassion, qualities that brighten both your journey and the journeys of those around you, sharing renewed light. The burden of shame has been lifted, so walk unburdened, not with pride but with gratitude. Each dawn is a new starting line, free from yesterday's mistakes. Never underestimate small acts of trust. A morning prayer, a gentle word, a quiet kindness. These may look modest, yet I delight in using the humble to do remarkable things. While large gestures draw attention, steady faithfulness captures my heart. Look for chances to share love. Every act confirms the reality of hope and builds strength inside you, preparing you for larger opportunities ahead. You do not need a spotlight to reflect my goodness. Often a soft glow of compassion is enough to guide someone who has lost their way. Take moments of stillness to recall who I am, and let that memory refresh both mind and manner. In quiet rooms and ordinary streets, kindness speaks louder than amplified words. Your attentive presence may be the only gentle moment another person experiences all day. Allow that possibility to inspire you to be deliberate with every interaction, offering patience, respect, and quiet cheer. I am the one who opened seas, raised shepherds to leadership, and gave hesitant prophets the courage to speak to power. My reach is limitless, yet my tenderness has no boundary. I stay close when your heart breaks and celebrate with you when success arrives. Through every season, I remain constant, untouched by shifting events. Life moves quickly, like vapor slipping through your fingers, but my presence stays. Hold on to that certainty when days blur together. It will keep you steady and centered, free from panic and doubt. Always. Days roll into years, seasons blur, and schedules crowd the senses. Do not waste your brief time on pursuits that leave your soul empty. Center your choices on what lasts. The love you extend, the character you build, the trust you deepen. Later you will see real wealth is found not in possessions or applause, but in the lasting influence of a life lived with purpose. You are part of a wider story that stretches far beyond you. Your faithfulness sends ripples through time, touching lives you may never meet and shaping a legacy that echoes long after. So live boldly, love deeply, and trust fully. You belong with me, and I remain with you always. Let this assurance breathe confidence into every decision you face today. Bold living is not reckless, it is purposeful. Deep love is not sentimental, it is practical kindness delivered consistently. Full trust is not blind, It is eyesight sharpened by remembering my character. Carry these definitions with you, and notice how they transform routine choices into expressions of resilience. Wherever your path winds, hold these truths close and re-listen to them when courage feels thin. Share this truth with those who feel lost, and together we will spread repair, hope, and lasting peace. Human existence may seem like countless paths crossing, but none are overlooked. When you feel small or ignored, remember that your life, your story, adds irreplaceable meaning to the bigger picture. Whether you are waiting in quiet times, pushing through difficulty, thriving, or resting in abundance, each phase holds purpose in my design. Offer this reminder freely. It may lift someone who cannot yet see their own worth. Keep shining with steady kindness. Trust my steady hand, for I alone can see how every moment connects to form a greater whole. One day you will understand how even painful chapters served a purpose. Never doubt my wide compassion, offering chance after chance and kindness that never runs out. When your heart turns toward me, I respond without delay. I lift you, brush away shame, and place your feet on a steady path. Your mistakes do not dictate your future. Lessons gathered from them can fuel wisdom. Walk forward carrying what you have learned as valuable insight. They are not the final word. Through love, you step into a future bright with hope. Let every false accusation fall away. My voice alone declares your worth and potential. Although you cannot see my form, my presence flows through your life, steady and real, guiding and supporting you. Return to this truth whenever doubt knocks. Let it settle over you like evening calm, convincing your thoughts and body alike that you are secure. Then move onward with renewed purpose, ready to greet each new day. You are never forgotten. Amen.
We run on viewer support only. For exclusive member-only content, scan the QR or see the pinned comment. God bless you.